covers 1,000 acres in our nation's capital.
Excuse me, which way is the bus to D.C.?
It handles flights from 84 different countries. It takes 10,000 employees to run it.
Minnesota, that's 425.
Unit 247.
It has its own police force to protect it.
Possible 283.
Each holiday season, 11,000 planes take off.
This is Dulles Control Tower. Go ahead.
And 11,000 planes land.
I've got 230 people flying on petrol fuel.
But tonight, on Christmas Eve,
The tracking system's down. Oh, God, no.
We need to land now.
it will all
Switch to
come
backup systems. ILS landing system is down. Someone shut us down.
to a complete
They've
stop.
taken over the airport.
And one man is the only chance anyone's got.
Hey, the same thing happened to the same guy twice!
Thing happened to the same guy twice.
Bruce Willis, Die Hard 2. Die Harder.
Hi everybody, welcome to Jack at the Movies. I'm your host, Jack Heim, and today we're continuing our look of this month, since it's Christmas, at some Christmas action movies also, and we're looking at how can the same thing happen to the same guy twice? Film Die Hard 2, Die Harder, which, the plot of the film is that John McClane, while waiting for his wife Holly on another plane arriving from Los Angeles, to Washington, D.C. after it's been a couple years since after the events of the siege at Nakatomi. So now McClane's now a member of the Los Angeles Police Department. He's now a lieutenant in the LAPD. And now he is waiting for his wife. And then during it, he tries to attempt to avert disaster by a group of former military operators, former military, who are trying to break out a a drug dealer out of Dulles International Airport in Washington. The plot of the film is taking influence from another book. This time, a book called 58 Minutes. Just like how Roderick Thorpe's Nothing Lasts Forever was the basis for Die Hard, this was the second film to take influence from another thing. In that book, I don't know the whole thing about that book, but during it, his daughter is on board a plane, who are John McClane characters based on, and he's fighting terrorists actually at JFK International Airport at JFK, and he's trying to prevent them because they only have 58 minutes of fuel left in the plane. The name 58 Minutes. And the writers of this film are Stephen E. D'Souza, who would write the film. He would do it again. But this time, Bruce Willis got a little bit more... they had to shoot some scenes twice. They wanted to show the more serious of terrorism that was not in the original Die Hard. And the new director, Rennie Harlan, who had just did a film with Joel Silver called The Adventures of Fort Fairlane, which also came out at the same time, did not do successful in 1990, didn't do successful. But the cast is from the first film are back. Bruce Willis is back, Bonnie Padilla is back, William Atherton is back, and Reggie VelJohnson giving a little bit of a cameo this time in Die Hard 2. He would actually return to the Die Hard franchise playing Al Powell in 2 video games. He would return to play Al in the Die Hard Nakatomi Plaza game, which was a first-person shooter for computers, and also return for the Die Hard Vendetta game, which has a story where you play as John McClane going against Hans Gruber's son, which would have been a better film than the last 2 Die Hard films, being Live Free or Die Hard or Good Day 2 Die Hard. But the film is directed by Rennie Harlan, who took over from John McTiernan, because McTiernan had went on to do the film The Hunt for Red October, which was the first Jack Ryan film. And we're going to look at one of my favorite scenes. This film is one of my favorite Christmas movies. I watch it every year at Christmas with my dad, which I have mentioned this year. He turned 50, so I'm doing some of his favorite movies and some that are both our favorites. So this is one of our both favorite movies. It's one of our favorite sequels in the Die Hard franchise. It's one of mine. It's a great film. We're going to look at the Annex Skywalk sequence. Not the whole sequence, but a part when John McClane comes in to save one of the characters in the film. After Dennis Franz, who plays our police chief in the film, sends his SWAT team in to try to help Leslie Barnes, who is played by Art Evans. Art Evans plays Barnes in the film, and he and Dennis Franz had guest starred on Hill Street Blues. They have both been on Hill Street Blues. So this has a little bit of a Hill Street Blues reunion. Both Evans, who had played on the show in it, and Dennis Franz, who had played a detective, a lieutenant named Norman Bunce. He had appeared on the show. But we're going to focus on the sequence. The footage here is not owned by me. It's owned by not MGM. I got a little bit speculated off that. But it's owned by 20th Century Fox and the Walt Disney Corporation. So, Walt Disney Pictures. So, here we go with one of my favorite moments from Die Hard to Die Harder. Let's roll it. We get to see an early use of Robert Pattinson, who would take over as the T-1000. Here comes McClane. Ha Stay down!
Stay down!
This time McClane actually did something a little bit different this time than the first one. He's wearing shoes and he has a different thing to his Beretta. The gun that he used in the first movie was a Beretta M9, but it was not, it was an M9, but it was not the M9F. For this film, for Die Hard 2, and also the other films, including Lethal Weapon 2, 3, and 4, and even the next Die Hard film, Die Hard with a Vengeance, which was Ray Harlan used a little bit of slow-mo that was done by John Woo, a little bit taken from the Hong Kong cinema, the late 80s, early 90s. A little bit of a tribute to Die Hard, this time McClane on the other end. Take this, you son of a bitch! I actually like the shoulder holster there, and they actually storyboarded this sequence also. You can get to see how it looked in storyboard on the Ultimate Edition Die Hard Visual History book, which showed all the storyboards and script that were originally going to be in this film. ILM took over for special effects for this film, so this was another great special effects company. Take him, McClane. Same McClane. I love this movie. It's a great movie. You can watch it on Hulu. For streaming because it's owned by 20th Century Fox and Disney. You can watch it on there or watch it on a free streaming service. Go watch it and then see this whole film. This is one of my favorite sequels. It's one of my favorite action movies. It's a great movie. It became a box office success, but some critics didn't like it because they thought it was the same thing as the first movie. It wasn't the same as the first movie. This changed a few things. Namely, it's not in a building. It's not in a building. It's in a different place. It's on an airport. You have a bigger landscape than just being in a building. You are dealing with darker thing of terrorism in this than just your normal everyday run-of-the-mill gunfight. And this is actually one of my favorite movies of action, of suspense, and it's a great film. And we'll be back again with one more look at Die Hard 2. We're going to look at the final fight between our hero, John McClane, and our villain, Colonel Stewart. So, till next time, it's been Jack. I'm a Jack of the Movie, saying so long for now. And like and subscribe to the channel.